Good evening, I'm Karen Harch.
And I'm Nolan Johannes. Tonight in the news.
Attempt to get another airline into the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport. I'm Dan Fiorucci. I'll have the story.
Tim Karlson has a look at the dream game.
Tom Clark will tell us whether it'll cool off.
All next, a Newswatch 16 update.
Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Joe Zone on sports. This is the Newswatch 16 update.
Good evening. The people at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport are setting their sights on more flights.
Plans to bring People Express to the airport in Avoca are still up in the air. But in the meantime, as Newswatch 16's Dan Fiorucci reports, airport officials are doing their best to attract another airline to our area.
If you catch it at the right time, the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport looks busy enough. But the fact is, this place really isn't doing so well. Government deregulation of airlines has hurt small hub airports like this, and since 1978, the number of passengers here has been down sharply.
After deregulation, this airport lost service, all right?
Airport Director Robert Kemp is flying to Dallas tomorrow. He's trying to lure American Airlines into this airport, and in that way, bring more passengers back.
As a traveler, it would be more available, better availability of airline flights. Easier air travel from northeastern Pennsylvania.
Well, I think it's wonderful.
Passengers love the idea.
It's very inconvenient to take these commuter flights from one little town to another, and it would be a lot easier to fly from one major airport to another major airport.
One of the trump cards that airport officials have in attracting new airlines here is the Montage ski slope behind me. That, with other tourist attractions like Steamtown, are the sorts of things that airlines look for before they move into a new city.
We have some generalized numbers, all right?
And not only has this place got tourist attractions, it's got lots of potential passengers.
500,000 people a year get on airplanes at locations other than the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport. And that's 500,000 people from our service area. And what we would hope to do is to entice airlines in here that would allow us to recapture some of those people.
The fact is, authorities here still aren't sure whether American Airlines can be lured to the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport, and they don't know how long it'll be before the carrier gives an answer. And so, while authorities here are hopeful about expanding service, right now, the matter is up in the air. Fiorucci, Newswatch 16 at the...
Our Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark is next.
All right, I saw some clouds today, but it was a nice day.
I saw a few. Felt like a good old-fashioned August heat wave.
Right.
Yeah,
Last
felt
May.
good.
Yeah. Meet me out back. I'll tell you if and when it's going to cool off.
Video won't kill the jocks from KRZ, but it could make you a star.
All you got to do is enter the PM Magazine KRZ Rock Video Contest. Simple. Fill out a card with a song you think that we ought to make to a rock video and tell us why.
Be a star with PM Magazine and KRZ.
Hello.
Wow.
We're all set to go outside and find out exactly if it's going to be another sticky day, and it looks like it is right now.
He's fanning himself out there.
My only fan. Hey, it is sticky out here. Close, whatever, you know. It feels like the middle of summer, and indeed it is. We have a lot of blue overhead now, and things changing over the next few days. Well, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Numbers look like this outside in this very muggy backyard. The temperature is up there at 85. The humidity is quite high also, 56%. The wind from the west, barometer falling. Air quality today, unhealthful. There wasn't a whole lot of ventilation to disperse the pollutants in the valley. And so anybody with respiratory ailments, take caution. Stay in air conditioning if you can. You may feel minor irritation if you're outside. Hey, take a look at that high, 86 this afternoon. Our forecast high, 66 last night. Normals 82 and 62, the record low, 48, hey, back in 1910. And look at that shot there of a dahlia, a pretty flower on a summer afternoon. Now, the radar scan, the 60-mile sweep, I see a heavy shower up in Wayne County. I also see a shower out there in Lycoming County, one there in Bradford County. This is all ground clutter, most of the area not experiencing any rain now, but there are some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Look at that, up across the border in New York State, and they're drifting up towards the northeast. Most places will not get rain tonight. The Newswatch 16 color satellite picture, just 1 hour old, and take a look at the clouds in the east. I'll tell you, they are sick of rain down in the southeastern part of the country. Places in Georgia and the Carolinas set all-time July rainfall records with as much as a foot of rain over the past 31 days. Here in Avoca, 5.16 inches fell last month, and that's about 163% of normal. So it's been plenty wet. Now, a front to the north will not make it down. It will dissipate because winds in the upper atmosphere are so weak. Up at 20,000 feet, blowing only about 20 miles an hour, so there's no push of cool air into the region. We will stay in a very moist and humid flow of rather cloudy, muggy air right through the next couple of days. Now, my forecast for tonight. Leave the fans on. You'll need them. Not much cooling overnight tonight. Just a few showers scattered around the northern counties, but again, most places will stay dry and muggy. 66 in Clark Summit, Towanda 67, Plymouth only about 70 for a low tonight. Lehighton, Sunbury, and Jersey Shore close to 70 for morning low temperatures. Now for tomorrow, another stuffy kind of day, another close one, if you will. There may be a scattering of showers around in the afternoon once again. Pleasant Mountain near 80, Shavertown 85, Bartonsville 86, St. Clair 87, out there in Mazeppa. Your low or high tomorrow, 85. Roaring Branch on the border of Tioga and Lycoming County, 83. The southwest wind continues to pump the humidity our way. Sunrise and sunset looks like this for a Thursday. Sunrise is at 6 a.m. now. Sun setting at 8:21. A warm one tonight. Maybe a shower tomorrow where you live. They'll be scattered around. Humid on Friday, 85, and partly sunny Saturday. Fair Sunday. Still warm. No cool air in sight, unless you're inside where it's air-conditioned.
Come on in, Tom.
Come on in. I'll be right in.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
Tim Karlson is in next for
Right.
Joe Zone with some afternoon baseball highlights.
Plus, one of our own closes in on the gold. Sports is next on Newswatch 16.
The day of the wheel is August 13th.
They'll be fielding the very best tonight in Scranton, and they call it the Dream Game at Memorial Stadium. But as Newswatch 16's Kathi Belich says, no matter who has the highest score, the real winners won't be the football players.
Thousands of people show up every year for the Dream Game at Scranton's Memorial Stadium. The Lions Club has been holding the game for years to benefit the Lackawanna County chapter of the Pennsylvania Association for the Blind.
The football game originated in 1935 by a gentleman by the name of High Antrim. Okay, he was a well-known football coach and referee in the area, and it was his concept.
The association helps people like 16-year-old Celeste Ann Rossi of Scranton, who needed a cornea transplant when she was 8 years old. The association helped her locate a young cornea donor.
Probably a lot faster than I would have without them. I probably would have went blind.
Celeste Ann says since her transplant, her left eye no longer sees only a white cloud. It sees everything that's going on around her. The Lions Club is hoping to pack these stands at Memorial Stadium with about 10,000 people, and the thousands of dollars made will go to the Association for the Blind to help people with sight problems like Celeste Ann Rossi and others who have eye problems before they turn into sight problems. Kathi Belich, Newswatch 16, Scranton.
Well, Tim Karlson is here for Joe Zone. Said it right that time.
Right.
And what about this local Olympian going for the gold?
Isn't this great? I'll tell you, this is exciting, Karen. I hope you're enjoying the great Olympic coverage here on 16 and ABC. More tonight, of course, at 7 o'clock. Today, one of our own Olympians Abby Peck from Waverly moved closer to bringing home a gold medal. All right, let's take a look at it. Abby Peck on the American rowing team. There she is. As you saw last week on the special, she's on the team. Well, today, her boat blew away the one from Australia in the preliminary repechage, as they say in rowing. So Abby and company will be in the rowing finals later. Way to go. All right, now, our best luck to her. Now, how did you get to see Abby this morning? Well, our own NEP super shooters are working for ABC for the rowing events with all the equipment right from Northeast Pennsylvania. And how about this incredible rowing video boat? Call it Instaboat, whatever you want, but it's our local folks shooting a local person going for Olympic gold. We wish Abby the best. They will be rowing later in the week in the finals. Maybe she can bring home a gold for us. All right, another gold medal for the USA today. Steve Haig won the gold in the 4,000-meter individual pursuit in cycling. And our cycling team is just doing super, way better than they were ever supposed to. He beat West Germany's Rolf Goltz. It was the 5th cycling medal for the U.S. Another medal won earlier in the day by U.S. cyclist Leonard Nitz. He won a bronze. All right, the coverage exclusively here on 16 and ABC continues tonight at 7. Expect the U.S. to do well again in the events, and I'll tell you, there's one biggie coming up, and that's the United States women versus the Romanian women in gymnastics. It's going to be exciting. If it's anything like last night with the men, you don't want to miss it. All right, let's talk baseball. New York Met fans, don't panic yet. But if I were you, I'd shut up for a while as far as how good the Mets really are. They lost number 6 in a row at St. Louis today. Let's take a look at it. First inning, a 5-run first for the Cardinals. That's Terry Pendleton with one up the middle. It's fielded by Backman, scores McGee, and it makes it 1-0. Dwight Gooden with a wild pitch here will score Andy Van Slyke from third, and Pendleton will be safe at third as he moves up a base. Now, later in the game, this is the way it went for the Mets today. Hubie Brooks hits a little humpback liner to the shortstop. He plays it on one hop, and it's kind of a crazy double play. And that's the way it worked out. The Cardinals won it 11-2. And in Chicago, the Cubs moved into first by a half. Game over the Mets. They beat the Phils. Here's the Phils' third inning. That's Von Hayes with a shot. Number 11 of the year makes it 2-0 Phils. 1 out later, Lenny Matuzek. See you later the other way. Number 10 of the year for Lenny. And it's 3-0. Now to the Cubs' 4th inning, and here they come back. That's Ryne Sandberg muscling one off Steve Carlton, number 15. That makes it 3-1 Phils. In the Cubs' 5th inning, Ron Cey puts a charge into that one. That's number 15 for him, and it's 3-2. The Phils still lead, but the Cubs come back in the 6th. Keith Moreland with another homer off lefty, number 11 of the year into the street, makes it 3-3. Later on, Ruthman with a base hit scores Ron Cey, and the Cubs go up 4-3. The Phillies tied it in the 9th inning, but in the bottom of the 9th, this is Jody Davis with a fly ball. Gary Matthews can't throw out Henry Cotto, and the Cubs win it 5-4. All right, let's go to the scoreboard now. The Mets lose 11-2. The Phils lose to the Cubs 5-4. So the Mets are now in second place. The Cubs in first by a half game. The Phils are 4.5 back. Tonight at 8 at Scranton Memorial Stadium, the 50th annual Lions Club Dream football game. And the city schools from Scranton looking to win number 5 in a row, but the county schools lead the series 24-21. There have been 4 ties. The kids are the best from the city and county schools, and it's good football. Get there tonight, and as Kathi Belich told us a little while ago, it benefits the Lions Club. They do a great work for those with sight problems. We'll have highlights of that game tonight on the update, along with Olympics, of course.
Okay.
See you later, kids.
Thank you.
All right.
And stick around, because there's something new up in the air, and we'll tell you what's up.
When we come...
The Wheel is coming to WNEP.
There's something new in the sky over northeastern and central Pennsylvania, and all of us here at Newswatch 16 are as proud as parents.
You may know that Newswatch 16 pioneered the use of a helicopter for news coverage 5 years ago. Our Skycam has been the only news helicopter in the air locally.
But now Skycam is gone, and in its place is something new, Skycam II. Our new helicopter is bigger and faster, and it can carry more people and more equipment, and it can give you live pictures at any time.
So, the pilot, Jack Ruland, of course, with him at the controls, we're convinced that Skycam II will help us bring you more news, more quickly, from all around northeastern and central Pennsylvania.
And Jack Ruland thought you might like to go for a short ride.
This is a Bell Jet Ranger 3 1980 model. It cruises at 130 miles an hour. It's a 5-place helicopter, and with our ENG equipment, we'll still be able to carry 4 passengers and equipment. things that we can do from the air that other people in the area are not doing is we can get to a story more quickly and cover it more graphically so people can really see what's happening on the ground. When you figure that Channel 16 covers 22 counties and it takes approximately 3 hours to get from one end of it, or from our middle point to one end of it in a car, it takes me less than an hour to get to any point in it. So you can see that it's a real benefit to Channel 16 to have a helicopter. I hope that with the addition of the new helicopter, that Channel 16 is able to better serve with better news, more aerial views, and anything that might help the general public. It's for everybody. We are hopeful that we'll be able to take you more places, to show you more news, and get it there faster and quicker for you.
So keep an eye out for Skycam II.
Just like Newswatch 16, it's everywhere.
We'll leave you tonight up in the air. Enjoy your evening.